Divine ones, listen closely because tonight, yes tonight, holds a power that the last 10 years could never contain. Have you ever felt the weight of your past? The memories, the struggles, the waiting? What if I told you that everything you thought mattered in the last decade is about to be overshadowed by what's about to unfold in this very night? Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, the wind rushing past you, and beneath you, the unknown calling your name. You've walked through storms, danced with your fears, and wrestled with your doubts for years. But tonight the universe shifts its gaze and says, Divine One, this moment is yours. Here's a question for you. What if this night is the turning point you've been waiting for? Not next week, not next year, but tonight. Can you feel that electric pulse in your veins, that spark awakening your soul? It's not coincidence, it's destiny. The divine is calling you to step into your power like never before. Years ago, there was a young seeker, much like many of us, burdened with doubt and weighed down by the should-have-beens and could-have-beens. For a whole decade, this seeker wandered through life, feeling unseen and unheard. Then one night, everything changed. As the clock struck midnight, a stillness fell over the world. In that silence, clarity flooded in. The seeker realized that all those years were preparation, not punishment. That night became a sacred turning point, a spiritual awakening that propelled the seeker toward their true path. Divine ones, tonight you are not the person who struggled through the last 10 years. Tonight, you are reborn. Your past is no longer your prison, but your stepping stone. Curious? You should be. Because what I'm about to reveal in this video will unlock your spiritual potential and guide you into a new realm of awakening. There's a quote that resonates deeply with this moment. Sometimes the darkest times can lead us to the brightest places. Trust the process, trust the night, for it is in the darkness that stars are born. So, divine ones, stay awake, stay alert, and watch this video till the end. Because your spiritual journey is evolving, and tonight is the threshold where your soul's true story begins. Point 1. Tonight is a spiritual reset button. Divine ones, imagine tonight as a powerful reset button on your spiritual clock, a sacred moment when the weight of the past decade can be gently lifted off your shoulders. Think about it. The last 10 years have likely brought their share of disappointments, fears, and mistakes. These aren't just random events. They're lessons, trials, and growth opportunities that have shaped your soul. Yet, carrying these burdens forward can hold you back from the radiant path the divine has prepared for you. Tonight, the universe offers you a profound gift, a fresh slate to realign with your higher purpose. This reset isn't about starting over as if you're a blank page. No, divine ones, you're not beginning from zero. You're beginning from a place of hard-earned wisdom, resilience, and spiritual maturity. Each challenge you faced, every tear you shed, every moment of doubt has been like a brushstroke on the masterpiece of your life. You now hold a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you, making this fresh start richer and more meaningful than ever before. Scientific studies affirm that letting go of negative emotions and past grievances isn't just good for the soul. It's good for the brain and body too. When you release what no longer serves you, you reduce stress hormones like cortisol, enhance your immune response, and open pathways for greater emotional clarity and peace. So this spiritual reset has tangible benefits that ripple through your entire being. Tonight, as you pause and breathe deeply, choose to release the chains of regret, fear, and doubt. Visualize those burdens dissolving like mist under the morning sun. Replace them with the vibrant energy of hope, purpose, and renewed faith. Remember, the divine is always ready to guide you back to your true path, but you must be willing to let go of the past and embrace the promise of transformation. This night isn't just a moment, it's a sacred turning point. It's your opportunity to step into a higher version of yourself, aligned with your soul's calling and God's divine plan. So, divine ones, take this reset seriously. Use it to ignite your spiritual fire, reclaim your power, and walk boldly into the abundant future awaiting you. Point 2. The energy shift is real. Tune in. There is an undeniable cosmic energy swirling around tonight. Can you feel it? It's not just your imagination or some poetic turn of phrase. There are real, measurable shifts in energy that occur when planetary alignments, lunar phases, and atmospheric conditions synchronize. Tonight, the universe is pulsing with a higher vibration, one that stirs something ancient and intuitive within you. This isn't just about stargazing, it's about soul-gazing. Something sacred is rising, and if you slow down enough, you'll feel it. Throughout history, cultures around the world have revered nights like this, times when the moon is full or new, when planetary alignments open energetic portals, or when solar storms send bursts of electromagnetic energy that affect not just the Earth, but our consciousness. According to NASA, solar flares and geomagnetic storms have subtle impacts on human behavior, sleep, and even heart rhythms. Spiritually, many believe that these cosmic tremors thin the veil between the seen and unseen realms, amplifying our intuitive powers. That sudden gut feeling, that random burst of inspiration, that chill running down your spine for no apparent reason, those are signals from the universe that your soul antenna is fully activated. Now is the moment to open your heart, breathe deeply, and lean into the unseen. Meditation tonight is not just relaxation, it's communion. Prayer becomes dialogue, not monologue. Even a quiet walk under the stars can feel like a sacred pilgrimage when you're attuned to the cosmic hum vibrating through every cell of your being. The stars aren't just twinkling tonight, they're whispering. They're telling you to listen, to be still, and to remember who you are beyond the roles you play and the noise you endure. The shift is real and it's happening. You may feel more sensitive, more emotional, or more aware of synchronicities around you. These aren't coincidences, they're confirmations. If you've been feeling stuck, this is your nudge to awaken. If you've been praying for clarity, tonight is your divine reply. The universe is aligning, not just around you, but for you. So, Earth Angel, don't miss this sacred opportunity. Step outside, tune in, and let the stars remind you of your own radiant light. Let tonight be a turning point where you say yes to the energy, yes to the shift, and yes to your highest path. Point 3. Your inner warrior awakens. For too long, you've carried the weight of doubt, of second-guessing your power, your worth, your voice. But tonight, everything changes. The Divine One within you, the radiant, fierce, all-knowing force that has been quietly burning beneath layers of fear and limitation, is ready to rise. And not just rise, but roar. This isn't some vague motivational fluff. This is spiritual truth, backed by the ancient knowledge that every soul carries the spark of divine creation. You were never small. You were simply unaware of the vastness within you. Science has now confirmed what mystics have known for centuries. The mind and heart are far more powerful than we've been led to believe. Neuroplasticity shows us that we can rewire our thoughts, reshape our beliefs, and essentially transform who we are by what we choose to believe. And when that belief is rooted in divine purpose, nothing can stop you. This awakening isn't about shouting louder than your critics or proving anyone wrong in the world. It's about proving yourself right. You always sensed there was something more, something sleeping inside you. Now you're finally brave enough to meet it. Think of this moment as your soul's homecoming. You've journeyed through deserts of self-doubt and storms of rejection, but you're still here, still standing, and now rising. When you laugh at the voice in your head that says you can't, you reclaim your power, because that voice, that's the echo of fear, not fact. It's a leftover recording from people who were afraid of your light, so they taught you to dim it. But no more. Not tonight. Tonight you don't shrink. You expand. You don't beg. You command your place in this world. With grace, not ego. With love, not pride. Because true sovereignty isn't about domination. It's about alignment. You aligning with the God spark within you, with your divine essence, with the mission that brought you to Earth at this time. Let the world watch. Let your old fears tremble. And if anyone still doubts you, let them. You don't have to shout or defend, just rise. And as you do, understand this, the Divine One within you has always been there, waiting. And tonight, that power becomes undeniable. Point 4. Past pain becomes your greatest teacher. Every scar and wound you carry is more than just a painful memory. It's a sacred lesson etched deep into the fabric of your soul. These aren't marks of weakness. They're divine imprints of your strength, survival, and transformation. You see, pain is not the enemy, it's the messenger. And tonight, Divine Ones, is not just another evening. Tonight is your turning point. Tonight you don't just remember your struggles, you rise because of them. The pain you've endured is your spiritual fuel, your testimony, and your secret power. This is the sacred alchemy of life, turning wounds into wisdom and scars into strength. Research in post-traumatic growth shows that many people who endure profound hardships often emerge with greater spiritual awareness, deeper empathy, and a stronger sense of purpose. That's not by accident, it's divine design. God's light often shines the brightest through the very cracks we wish we could seal up. Just like the Japanese art of kintsugi, where broken pottery is repaired with gold, your broken places are not flaws. They are where the gold of God's glory fills in the gaps. Your heartbreak, your rejection, your failures, they're not just painful chapters in your life, they're holy ground where transformation begins. You might ask, why the pain? Why the betrayal, the loss, the loneliness? Because without pressure, there's no diamond. Without fire, there's no refining. And without the night, the stars would never shine. Your pain has purpose. It teaches you to discern, to empathize, to protect your peace, and to walk boldly in your calling. And the beautiful part is, those scars remind you that you've healed. You didn't just survive, you evolved. So tonight, instead of hiding your story or wishing it were different, embrace it. Own every chapter, especially the ones that made you cry. Why? Because those very moments are what God used to mold your spirit into something rare and resilient. Every tear watered your growth. Every wound became a door to your awakening. Let them see your light and wonder how you still shine. You are not broken, you are beautifully rebuilt. Don't let your past hold you back, let it launch you forward. Your story isn't over, Divine One, it's just beginning. And this chapter is called Transformation. Point 5. Divine connections are activated. Tonight, something sacred stirs in the atmosphere, a subtle yet powerful pull drawing you toward people, ideas, and experiences that resonate deeply with your soul's mission. It might feel like coincidence, but make no mistake. This alignment is not random. It's a divine orchestration, carefully woven by a higher power to support your growth, healing, and purpose. Spiritual teachings from many traditions, from Christianity to ancient mysticism, speak of divine appointments. Moments in life where the universe, God or Source, aligns circumstances for your highest good. These moments don't shout, they whisper. They show up as a sudden invitation, a chance encounter, or a message that speaks directly to your spirit at just the right time. Modern psychology also supports this experience through the concept of synchronicity, a term coined by Carl Jung. Synchronicity refers to meaningful coincidences that are so timely, so aligned, they feel like more than chance. Have you ever thought about someone and they text you moments later? Or stumbled upon a book or video that seemed to answer a question you hadn't even spoken aloud? That's not random, that's alignment. And here's the thing. When you're walking your spiritual path with intention, these divine connections increase. You begin to attract people who see you, who hear your heart without needing you to explain every word. These are your soul tribe, and tonight you may meet one of them. Maybe not face to face, but perhaps through a message, an online post, or a dream. Be open. Sometimes the universe sends answers disguised as strangers or challenges. Your job is not to force things, but to stay present and aware. The late Dr. Wayne Dyer once said, "When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change." That includes people. The very connection you're destined for might show up in an unexpected form, challenging your old patterns but awakening your purpose. So tonight, Divine Ones, don't dismiss the tug in your spirit. Trust it, you're being aligned with destiny, not by accident but by divine design. Say yes to the conversations, the invitations, the quiet knowing in your soul. These connections are more than support systems. They're mirrors reflecting who you truly are and who you're becoming. Point 6. Manifestation power amplifies. If you've ever looked up at the night sky, heart heavy with hope, silently asking for a sign from the universe, this is it. Tonight, the spiritual vibrations are buzzing with an energy that amplifies your ability to manifest your deepest desires. It's not magic, it's resonance. Quantum physics supports the idea that everything in the universe vibrates at a frequency, including our thoughts and emotions. When you align your internal frequency with your intentions, you create a powerful magnetic force that draws circumstances, people, and opportunities toward you. It's more than just positive thinking, it's energetic congruence. Spiritual traditions around the world, from ancient Hermetic teachings to Eastern philosophies, speak of certain nights when the veil between the physical and spiritual realms feels thinner. Whether it's the pull of the moon, a collective shift in consciousness, or simply a window of heightened awareness, tonight holds that kind of sacred energy. This is the moment to focus, not casually, not half-heartedly, but with clarity, conviction, and faith. Grab a notebook and a pen, old school style. Write down your dreams, not as wishes, but as declarations. Be specific. Don't just write, "I want to be successful." Instead, describe what success looks like, feels like, smells like. Speak your truth aloud, even if your voice shakes. Words carry vibration, and spoken intentions are like spiritual contracts with the universe. You're not begging, you're affirming. And here's the kicker. The universe doesn't respond to people who simply wish. It responds to people who believe and act. Manifestation is a partnership, your intention plus your effort. If you dream of a new career, take that first step. If you crave healing, seek the path. If you long for love, become the love you seek. Every door that opens is a mirror of your readiness to walk through it. Remember this, you're not waiting for a miracle. You are the miracle. The spiritual current flowing through you tonight is your sign to rise, to align, to ignite. You've asked, and the universe is listening. Now it's your move. Step forward with unwavering faith, because when intention meets divine timing, miracles aren't just possible, they're inevitable. Point 7, embrace the mystery and trust the journey. Finally, divine ones, remember that not everything is meant to make perfect sense right away, and that's more than okay. It's part of the sacred plan. Spiritual awakening isn't a straightforward path paved with clarity and certainty. It's more like an intricate dance between knowing and mystery, between divine timing and human impatience. You'll have days when everything feels illuminated, like the universe is speaking directly to your soul. And then, you'll have nights that feel like a cosmic silence, where nothing adds up and the path ahead seems foggy. But these are not signs of failure or misdirection. These are divine pauses, moments where your spirit is being prepared for a leap it hasn't even seen coming yet. There's a concept in quantum physics called quantum uncertainty, where particles exist in multiple states until observed. Similarly, in the spiritual realm, possibilities often hover in the unknown until you're ready to perceive them. Just because you don't understand the why behind something doesn't mean it's wrong. It means it's still unfolding. In fact, some of the greatest breakthroughs in life come not when you force understanding, but when you release the need to control it. Have you ever noticed how seeds take root in darkness? The caterpillar doesn't question the cocoon, it surrenders to transformation. Likewise, your spiritual evolution sometimes demands a sacred surrender. When you try to force clarity, you rob yourself of the magic of revelation. There's a beauty in the unknowing, a sacredness in not having all the answers. That's where faith blooms, in the soil of uncertainty. Tonight, give yourself permission to breathe deeply and let go of the mental gymnastics. Let your soul rest in the comfort of divine orchestration. Trust that every delay, every detour, every closed door is redirecting you towards something higher, even if it doesn't look like it yet. What feels like a pause is often a preparation. What seems like chaos is divine choreography. So, surrender control, embrace the mystery, let the unknown hold you like a trusted friend. Because when you stop trying to figure it all out, you make room for miracles. You make room for God. And in that sacred space of release, the universe begins to whisper secrets your mind could never imagine, but your soul has always known. Divine ones, tonight matters more than the last 10 years because it's the moment your soul chooses to awaken fully, to rise in power, and to walk boldly in God's light. The past has prepared you, the universe supports you, and your destiny awaits. This night, is your holy ground. Step into it with courage, faith, and joy. Remember, you are the chosen one. Your story is sacred, and tonight is the night your true journey begins. Stay awake, stay blessed, and keep shining.